Morning people, welcome back to the channel. Grumpy old git in the corner. Yeah, Friday, it looks like it's going to be a nice day, so I might even attempt to cut the lawn later. It needs doing. Right then, what have we got in store today? Well, we got the Cabbage Patch Kid again, obviously. I mean, a while ago she promised no power cuts through the winter. But it would seem that the National Grid are disagreeing with her, saying there could be blackouts this winter. So who do we trust? Well, I'm more inclined to trust them than her, because they make money for every bit of energy they sell. So they're not going to do themselves out of any money. So if they say they could run low, then they're going to run low. There's those that say this is a ploy and propaganda to force us into using less, frighten us into using less even. And of course they're blaming it on Russia and COVID as usual, the pandemic. Well, no. How does a lurgy affect your power supplies? As I've said, we are not capable of supplying our own because of the government's failing to introduce more power plants, nuclear power plants, back in the day when they were told this was going to happen, and they couldn't be bothered to do it. Oh, hello cat, are you going to knock a microphone, tripod or something, knock me lights over? You normally try. Nope, got away with it. Yeah, if we were building our own power plants back then, we would be self-sufficient now, even if we just used electric. You know, they were warned about it. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know, forcing people to put tea cake candles under a flower pot to try and keep warm. You know, many people are going to be opening their fireplaces this winter, if you can get coal, that is. That will probably be made illegal if you're caught with an open fire eventually. But don't forget people, clean the chimneys. If you're using a gas portable heater, make sure it's all cleaned out, it's ventilated, otherwise you're putting yourselves in a lot of danger. And in some cases fatally so, by using these alternates. But anyway, I'll leave that one there. And it looks like she's had a meeting over in Europe. She hasn't exactly said a lot of what she was been talking about, but you can guarantee the Human Rights Bill is part of it, the European Bill of Human Rights, I should say. But it also looks like, oi, quit it. She could be taking us back into Europe via the back door. I suppose we won't know exactly what she discussed until she gets back, because she's in Ireland at the moment. But while she's away, the Home Secretary's at play. I mean, we've already known that she's making the right noises in the channel, although I very much doubt anything will become of it. It's again, this is all down to the lawyers and the European Bill of Human Rights. Even the homegrown Human Rights Bill is stopping these people being removed, so she's going after that to start with. But as I've always said, it's her big boss is the problem, because her and a lot of others are against what she's trying to do. They don't want the immigration stopped. I mean, she said she's talking to France about it again. As I said yesterday, that's a waste of bloody time, because they're just going to keep coming from there. So we've got to stop them our side. But now she's getting involved in, like, oh yeah, benefits should be cut. You know, we should beat people back to work. A beaten animal will very rarely work. Think of that one, sweetheart. But it seems like she's trying to involve herself in shit that she shouldn't be involved in. Now, could it be that she says the uprising against mistrust and that the PM job could be vacant soon? Is this why she's making all this noise? Or are they just building up hot air in the house so they can keep themselves warm in the winter? Because there's plenty of it comes from them, isn't there? And then we got the Climate Secretary, Graham, Stuart Graham. It's those two, one way round or the other. The Climate Secretary is said the government is accelerating the move away from fossil fuels. Better get building then, old son, haven't we? Because we're years away from being able to do that. Believe me. But on the other side of that, the National Grid is, it looks like they're putting some fueled power stations on standby in case the power stops flowing from Europe, which means blackouts. So my issue is why not bring them online now? If you're going to do it, do it. And then we wouldn't have to buy as much from Europe, would we? Just thinking out loud there. And like I said earlier, it's the fuel companies that are making the money. The National Grid makes money if we buy its electricity. If it ain't there to buy, they don't make money. So it would make totally sense. They would make money, we would get the electricity we need. Don't they see that? Unbelievable. So as far as I'm concerned, you might as well throw the green agenda out the window for now. I'm not saying it's not a bad thing, but at the moment it is, because it's killing everything else around the world. Save the planet by killing ourselves. Great strategy. But put it on hold. Let's get ourselves back on our feet, back on an even keel. Let's get the country working, earning some money, and have a reasonable standard of living. Then people would be more likely to take notice of what you want to do, the changes you want to make. They'll be able to afford the changes you want to make. Don't you see that, you absolute numpties? Unbelievable. But anyway, that's enough about them lot. It's Friday. I can forget about it for a couple of days. But a couple of other things. You've got Biden there now. He's trying to tell everybody that we're on the brink of bloody nuclear Armageddon. What sort of mashed potato is this bloke? I mean, we keep hearing it from them. Russia could make tactical nuclear strikes. Well, I've said before, a tactical nuclear strike is nothing like the Armageddon that he's predicting. I don't think even Putin is that much of a lunatic that would happen. Or if he tried, I think he would be stopped by his own people. The only one who just can't seem to be stopped or hold himself back is Biden. But then we've got the sad news of the mass shootings in Thailand. Well, shooting, I should say. Where more than 30 people have lost their lives. Over 20 of them being children and toddlers. Now, these were both shot and stabbed. I believe. And it was down to an ex-police officer over there. Apparently he'd left the police force. I don't know whether it was forcibly or whether he just left or whatever. But after shooting and stabbing, he went back to his house and shot his missus and his own toddler before shooting himself. And this all happened at a nursery school. What drives people to this? You know, I thought this was an American thing because we don't often see it anywhere else. But lately we've seen it in Canada, we've seen it in Europe, we've even had the odd one or two here over the years. But Thailand, unbelievable. You know, is this a new virus that's starting up? Is this the zombie virus? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I've been going on a bit long now, looking at the timer there. So, I will say, don't forget Sunday night, Pap Live, shameless plug. The link's in the channel below for his channel. I should say in the description below. It's a members only live Sunday, so I believe people will still be able to watch, but I don't think they can join in, or it might be just members only. I don't know quite how that works. I've only ever done one live myself, which I will be doing another one again soon, hopefully next week. Yeah, so until then, guys, thank you very much for your support as always. My respects to each and every one of you for that support. And until the next time, stay safe, stay strong, stay absolutely free from the fear that these clowns are now starting to spread again. Respects, people.
Did somebody mention zombies?